You were looking at a little batch of baby goats here at Clarmell Farms. I'm joined by Paul. He's the owner here at the farm. What a job you have.
Yes, lots of excitement here.
Yeah, I'd want to play with the little babies all the time. But you've owned the farm for over 100, or the farm has been in the family for over 100 years.
That's right.
So initially you were a dairy farm.
That's right.
So why'd you make the switch to
goats?
goats?
Well, our son Ryan came home from Kimpfel Agriculture College and said, Dad, I'd like to switch. I'd like to get into milking goats. And he's the one that's got to get up in the morning for the next generation. So we said, let's give it a try. So here we are with goats and in the business.
Yeah. What do you like about goats? What's different about them?
Well, they're a lot like me. They're bad ADD.
You get along well.
And we get along well, and they're really friendly. They're really, the babies are like you see here, nice pets, and even the bucks are big sucks. So they're nice to work with.
Well, I can't believe how well behaved this guy is. You've been holding him for probably 5 minutes now.
Yeah.
And oh, look at him. He's going to give you little kisses. Yeah. So how does the process go in terms of raising
Well,
baby
here
goats?
we are in the nursery. We start off, and when they're born, we vaccinate them, and then they go into a little nursery. Actually, Rubbermaid tubs they go into on shelves, and we bottle feed them for the first week, and then they come out here into the nursery where they get milk and grain and lots of nice clean straw, and this is where they're raised.
Yeah. And how many baby goats does one mama goat have?
One mama goat will have 2 babies each. So last year we had close to 300 babies born here. So it's a busy time in the springtime, and so we're really excited.
How many goats did you start out with?
We started out with 120, and we're now up to over 300 goats, and we're milking 170 here.
And for those who don't know, what do you do with all of the goat milk?
All the goat milk goes to goat cheese. So we are selling the goat cheese to restaurants and stores and good people.
Wait until you taste this goat cheese. I had your goat cheese probably, it was a year ago now, and it just melts in your mouth. The texture is just incredible. And we'll get the chance to talk a little bit about that process and taste some of the cheese later in the show. But how old is this goat that you've got
here has just been weaned off. He's 10 weeks old, so at 8 weeks we wean them off the milk, and then they're full-time on grain and hay, and then they're bedded with straw. And they'll live here in the nursery, and then we'll move them to different pens. We'll start grouping them into pens of 20 at a time together. And all the males go for goat meat, which is beautiful to eat, and there's a real great market for goat meat.
Yeah. May we pick up one of the smaller babies?
Sure.
Okay, how do I do it?
Okay. Well, here,
I don't want to hurt them.
Set this guy down here. Here, we'll grab this guy here. There we go.
How much does she weigh?
Oh, this guy, he's maybe 10 pounds.
He's so light.
Nice, so fluffy. And this guy's probably about 8 weeks old, and he's getting ready to wean off too. But
now, how old do they have to be for you to start milking them so you can make the cheese?
When they get to about 7, 8 months, there's breeding season. We breed them in a 5 months gestation period. So a little over a year, we're ready to start milking them.
Great.
So.
And what different types of cheese do you make?
We make feta and soft chev, and this breed here, a goat, is Saanen. So white ones are Saanens. They're a dairy breed, and we use them for our goat cheese.
Great. Well, coming up a little bit later in the show, we're actually going to milk some goats.
That's right.
And then, last but not least, taste test some of that delicious cheese. That's all coming up on CTV Morning Live.